Hi there, welcome back to Pontypool Golf Club Indoor Academy. My name's Leon Warren, PGA professional. Today we're going to be doing a history lesson in golf. Thought it'd be a bit different to show people about how clubs have developed over the years and how much better they are now to use and how much easier they are to use. You'll see I've got two clubs in my hands here. One you'll notice has got what we call a wooden shaft, a wrapped leather grip, stainless steel head that's been pinned onto the shaft. This is known as a mashie, unusual name. They were given names, golf clubs, back many years ago, and they were handcrafted as well by golfers. Generally professionals used to handcraft them most of the time, and it was quite a skill, as you can imagine. This wooden shaft is what they call hickory, and that would really be as you can see, there's not an awful lot of flex in that. And the weight is obviously slightly different to steel as well. You'll see here that they've got a leather wrap grip on here as well. That would have been put on, and would initially have felt quite nice, to be fair, when it was put on, but now over the years obviously this has perished, and that feels quite long, and you can see where they obviously varied their hand positions when they were hitting these shots. The head itself hasn't actually got grooves. It's got sort of dimples on the face. And that's what would give the golf ball at that time some sort of spin. The toes, nothing, and the heels, nothing, but it's small hitting area, very small hitting area here with dimples on is what I guess they would have called the sweet spot back then. Now a mashie, I bet you're asking, what is a mashie? Well, a mashie is sort of the equivalent to a 5-iron, and they would use these as what they would call their approach shots to the green. So it's an unusual name, mashie, and I'm sure it's got a meaning to it. But what I'm going to do today is kind of demonstrate this against the modern technology we have and how much it's changed. It's a little bit of fun just to see things like yardages and ball flights, etc., and how different they are. But that's what they used to play with back in the time, and in fairness, it would have taken a lot of skill not only to hit the golf ball, but obviously to have made the club as well. You'll see on the floor here that we've got a very old leather bag as well. That's what they would have, the caddies would have carried around. I've got a selection of clubs in here from a 2-iron, a 3-iron, a putter, and there's some old stuff in there. I've got a bit rusty over the time. But an interesting subject. Thought we'd give it a go today. I can't remember the last time I hit a hickory shafted golf club. Showing my age now, I guess. But we'll give it a little go. Feels a little bit unsecure in my hands because the leather grip is not so good, or it's worn. The hickory, no giving it at all. Feels very stiff. So let's see what happens. We'll give it a go. So the strike itself didn't feel amazing. I guess because of the head material and there's no grooves there, the spin's different. And because the shaft had nothing in it at all, no flex whatsoever, we've only ended up hitting that a total of 108 yards. Obviously the shaft length is also different compared to the modern 5-iron. And that's probably got part of the reason why the length hasn't gone so far as well. And the loft might even be slightly different as well. But didn't feel great to swing, and fair dues, when you were using these in the time, you would have had to have some skill about you. But we'll give it a go with the modern iron and see what the differences are. You see, with the modern iron these days, you've got a rubber grip that's generally made to the right size for your hands, or we'll do that with a custom fit nowadays, and that will feel nice and comfortable, and it's made of rubber. And you get different textures on these grips now, corded, wrapped, different kinds of compounds. So you can really find a grip that really feels nice and settled for your hand size. You've also got now modern shafts, graphite and steel. This is a steel shaft, this is my iron, and you'll see there's steps in the shaft that offers different flexes. This is a stiff flex shaft, but even so, this has still got a little bit more flex than the hickory shaft that we hit earlier on. This is a 5-iron, the equivalent, but straight away we've obviously got grooves on the face, the head's a little bit longer. Sweet spot's obviously better, and sometimes now with these bigger cavity irons, even more forgiving. We'll give this a go as well, give it a shot. Let's see if hopefully we should beat the hickory shafted golf club. There we go. And that's a 5-iron, and that's 196, I'm not sure what that carried. Let's wait for the chart to come up there. My carry that time was 189 yards, quite significantly different with the yardage, massive increase of yardage. So just goes to show now with modern technology how far it's really moved on from the times of hickory shafts. But one thing I'll say for sure, and this is really an important subject, it's about getting custom fitted. A lot of people want to know what custom fitting can do to their game. Well, if you can find things like the right shaft, which I call the engine of the golf club, and get the right length of club, the right grip size, the right lie, how it should be sitting, the right lofts, and the club that feels and looks nice to you, that's when you start to feel a lot more confident at your game and you can trust that the equipment's right for you. Everyone's different, everyone's built differently, everyone's got different swing speeds. So it's really important that when you're looking to buy a set of irons is always to get the right professional advice. PGA advice is the best. They'll really go out and make sure they spend time with you and getting the right equipment. That's what we do here. Go through a process, custom fitting clubs, finding the right club for you. But we won't be selling many hickory shafted golf clubs. Modern irons are far, far better, and they still keep on getting better. So, some swing for thought. Hickory shafted clubs back in the museum. These are going back in my golf bag. Hope you enjoyed. A bit different, a bit informative. We might have a go at a competition one day where we take out a set of these and give them a go, but we'll try that when the weather gets a bit better. Please subscribe to our page, Leon Warne PGA Professional on YouTube. Look forward to seeing you next time.